Well, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Looking forward to working with you today. And the title of today's 5-Minute Motivator is 3 Attitudes Toward Change to Succeed in Leadership and in Life. Now, I've been trolling the internet for years on change and change management and so forth. And I got a couple ideas for you here that I think you might be interested in. Our attitude toward change. Okay? Here's one of the first attitudes that we can bring to the world of change. It's called responsiveness. And what do I mean by that? I mean, how quick are you to respond to change? Are you a forerunner or are you kind of lackluster? Are you behind the curve when it comes to embracing change? I'm not going to suggest one way or the other. Only you know your behavioral repertoire, and only you know what you should do in terms of responsiveness. I believe that there are some examples when we need to respond to change very fast, and I believe there may be other examples too where we may want to take a sit and wait kind of an approach to see if in fact that change makes sense. It might not. Okay? But only you know the examples. I'm not here to give you specific advice. I can't. I don't know you. But what I can do is at least give you an overarching theory and questions to ask yourself. So the first question is, how responsive am I to change? So here's the second behavior or attitude that you can bring toward change. How adaptable am I? Adaptability. And by adaptability, I mean, how quick am I to, let's say, incorporate the change once it takes hold? So you need to be adaptable to it in the regard that you at least have to bring about the change if that's what's necessary, and you need to be able to say, hey, wait a minute, I need to include this in my new behavioral repertoire. Adaptability is important. It's one thing to say I've responded to it, but it's quite another to say, well, I don't think I'm not going to do anything with it. I'll send a couple of memos out. It's not really embracing the change, and it's not really a great attitude toward change. If you've responded to a change that has to occur, the next step is to adapt to it, and that is to incorporate that change into your behavioral repertoire. Finally, how flexible am I to the change? In other words, am I really trying to make that change fit into my personal life, into my professional life? Because ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, we are never the same person twice. Every second we are altering ourselves, we are evolving, we are becoming a different person. This notion of flexibility is an important point because we have to be able to take the change and then fit it into who we are without stress. And I think that's one of the most important points that at least I see in the change management literature, is that when people change, do they do it because they're kicking and being dragged to the change, or do they change because they've embraced it? Think about it. And think about these 3 questions when it comes to my attitude toward change, my attitude toward change to success in leadership and in life. The 3 questions are this: what is my responsiveness toward change? The second is, what is my adaptability toward change? And the third is, what is my flexibility toward change? Now, the definitions I just gave you over the last couple of minutes, scroll back and you can actually find them. But I suggest that you ask yourself those questions on a consistent basis in both personal life and in your professional life. And I have a feeling that you're going to be embracing change just a little bit differently if you incorporate this message. Bill Shaka, thanking you for attending yet another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Looking forward to seeing you in the next. Bye.